Hey everyone, Jessica here with another layout for Bramble Fox Design Team. Today I'm using the Great Day Out perspective and this little pack here as well with a little adventure one. So I'm actually pulling out some chevrons too. So I'm going to use quite a few of the perspectives acrylic bits on this layout, and then I will do some stenciling here with a stencil that I pulled out from my stash, and I'm just using a blending brush to apply this to my white cardstock, which I have kind of matted onto a pattern paper from the Simple Stories Trail Mix collection, and I did some machine stitching around that edge, and then I will kind of separate that edge away from the pattern paper towards the end of the layout and fluff it up a bit. I'm also pulling out some of the paper snips. I believe that's number 31, which is the travel themed ones, and I used this one on one of my last layouts. I think it was from this month. So I'm just going to be using the bits that I have left over from that layout. So I'm just matting my photos here. I've chosen 3 photos, and I'm using that Great Day Out as my title because it was a really fun day out. And by out, I mean in the literal sense, because my son here was completely zonked out. He was asleep in the carrier, and we were doing some work around the farm, and we had actually just dug a line to run our new electric cable underground. So you can see that dirt behind me in that last photo at the bottom, and we were just running the piping and everything for it and getting that all taken care of for our farmhouse. So my son had a big day. Fresh air does the little ones wonders, and he was just completely out and he just slept so good that day. But these aren't like my favorite photos because, you know, like I don't really like how I look whenever I don't have my hair done and all of that. But you know what? It's a super sweet memory, and my son is going to look back and love this someday. So I want him to know that I carried him around with me, and I enjoyed carrying him around with me, and I just loved it. And he's just such a good snuggler, and he was such a good snuggly baby. And I just absolutely adored having him with me and everywhere that we went, and I want to preserve this memory, so I'm using these photos today. So I am following the challenge sketch this month, which is a scrap lift. So I'm actually using that as my inspiration. I'm just kind of shrinking it down a bit. I'm keeping my title at the top like the scrap lift has, but I have added a couple extra photos on mine just to get a few more photos on. So I am just taking out my Nuvo glue right now, and as you can see, I have cut apart one of the little square frames out of this pack from the Simple Stories Trail Mix collection and separated that into 2 frames is what it looks like whenever it's peeking out behind my photos. I'm going to actually pull out the office border stencil and do a little border strip here on the side of my paper strip that I've ripped out of the mini paper pad. So I'm just using some weathered wood distress oxide to do that with my blending brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick down my border strip right beside it. I noticed that my little stamp is still on my hand. I was not out clubbing, so don't get any ideas. I was at a volleyball game for state championships with our high school last night. So I still have my stamp on my hand. Apparently it didn't wash off yet. So just continuing this layout, I am just layering my photos here, seeing where I want to place them, and I want to pop this cute little tag behind it, but I cut it apart. I cut it in half so that it would reach the whole way across the other side, and it's just going to peek through just like that, and then that's the other piece of that little frame that I separated, so I'm going to put that on the top. I'm using my T-square to line this up so that it's straight and across the whole thing, so that it looks like I didn't cut it apart. It's just a continuation. So baby girl just knocked something over in here. She's good. So she's crazy lately. She's into everything, and she's not walking yet, but I know it's coming because she's standing up and she stands on her own without holding on to anything now. So I'm just like waiting for her to take those steps, and I am not ready for her to be walking. I'm still not even ready for my firstborn to be walking, and he's 5, but she should be there soon. So I am just finishing my embellishments on this layout. I'm going to pop this tag behind this photo here. And of course, my title piece goes there to the left of that photo. And I just love that beautiful stenciling behind there in that, I think that was Fossilized Amber, if I remember right. And it just looks so pretty. I love that color. So here's my little adventure, perspex bit there that I'm going to pop down at the top of my photo. Just looks like a little binder clip. And then I have a couple other pieces that I'm going to pull out here from these little journal bits, or I think this is like the badges. I think it's called badges set from the Trail Mix collection, but it has these cute little badges. They look like little Boy Scout badges or something like that. But I'm actually just going to cut this one apart. I really like this camera, so I'm going to cut it off of the badge. I'm going to use the camera as an embellishment, and then I'm going to use the bottom piece. I think it says memories, and I'm just going to tuck it below my photo at the bottom here. And then I'm going to use some of these little paper snips on this layout. So I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to put my camera there. So I'm just going to continue embellishing this. And then I'm going to splatter some, I think it's called Silver Smoke Mica Mist or Nuvo Mist. I think it's Nuvo Mist. So I'm going to splatter some of that just so it's kind of subtle in my background. I don't want something super strong like black on this layout, but I did want to add some splattering. So I added the silver smoke color. It looks really pretty in the end. Just going to cut this little compass out to put on here as well from the paper snips. And I'm going to tuck that in here somewhere. I think it's going to go on the left of my photo, but I tried it in a couple of little places first. It's right here, and then I pull out these chevrons, and I want to put those on first. So lots of cute little bits on this one. So this layout is actually a good challenge to get a lot of stuff on your layouts, and a lot of little goodies tucked in here and there. But if you guys want to play along with that challenge, you can do that too in the Facebook group. So I'll link it below for you. And all you have to do is just add your photo of your layout into the corresponding album in the Facebook group. So I've played along with it today. I don't usually get a chance to play along with them, but I did this month. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm just going to finish up embellishing this and gluing everything down, and then I will stop back in with the finished layout. So here is the finished layout. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one today, and I hope you can play along with the challenge in the Facebook group. If you guys have any questions for me, put them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope I've inspired you to create something beautiful today. Bye-bye.